Hey friends, so it's back to in the car waiting for my kid videos. The moon is about to enter Cancer. Also, I'd just like to say I got some facial serums and creams. Finally, it had been months. Okay, hold on. Let's look at the charts. We're going to talk about Cancer moon and the Leo moon, which will be a new moon, and a couple other little things. Here we have it. This is currently right now. The moon is at 29 degrees Gemini. For me, it was a fun weekend. For others, it felt like chaos. But my husband and I do really good when the moon's in Gemini. Anyways, then in a second, it's going to move right into this domain of Cancer, where we already have the two benefics, Jupiter and Venus. What that does is, even though it's not exactly there yet, it will be tomorrow, it highlights that area. It cohabitates that space of Cancer, bringing light to those planets that are already there. So tomorrow, Tuesday, is when the moon really starts aligning with those energies even more. The closer it gets to those good energies, you're gonna feel it. What does it all mean? Well, it means that you're going to feel what those two planets bring even more intensely. Jupiter brings higher philosophy of mind, and remember, this is all in Cancer, very emotional, and the moon is in its domain, its home sign of Cancer. And Venus is luxury and just getting along, and so is Jupiter. Jupiter is very jovial. So I would suspect this day is going to be pretty rad. And if you're not having some good times lately, the possibilities for healing are going to be very high. Even starting like soon, within the hour when the moon reaches Cancer and cohabitates with those planets. You can look up, what does Jupiter and Venus signify, and see what I'm saying. Whenever one of the luminaries, which are the sun and the moon, are co-present with a planet, it lights them up and it really gives attention to those energies, okay? Another thing to keep in mind down here, Saturn is at 0 degrees Aries. Both Saturn and Neptune have been retrograding, are going back into Pisces for a little bit. And that's something to talk about further, but it's almost there, buddy. Okay, so then let's talk about the new moon that we're going to have in a few days. Okay, on the 20th, the moon enters 0 degrees of Leo. So it's going to cohabitate with the sun and Mercury. But really importantly, I would say, is it's also going to bring attention to this trine, this air trine we have with slow moving planets. They've been there like for a while, which is Mercury and Uranus. So you can expect some types of things like some sudden changes, some deep diving. I would expect a lot of facts to come out, especially as the moon lights up Mercury, the planet of communication, and it's direct now, right? It's not retrograde anymore, so that's good. Pluto digs up a lot of stuff, and Uranus kind of, it digs up stuff in a way that's like, oh, I got this bright idea, or like this new revelation came out. And I love that for a long time we're going to have these working together in a harmonious aspect, which is a trine. The other is sextile, and that's what actually the moon will be sextiling Uranus as well. Maybe get some sudden news, or emotionally, like, you feel a little like jolted or picked up, because when the moon goes into a fire sign, you kind of like your energy like lifts up a little bit, and then with the trine to Uranus right there, yeah, I mean, but opposite Pluto, that Pluto is also known as the phoenix rising from its ashes. So there could be like a sense of like, oh, this is what I should be doing to feel better, or something like that. Anything's possible, but I just wanted to point those energies out before it hits the exact new moon. And surprise, surprise, the new moon is actually in Virgo. Right when the sun moves into Virgo, in this case, we have a new moon. So the energies are going to shift dramatically. We're almost there. I don't know if any of y'all are feeling like the Virgo essence of, being more practical and getting things done. I kind of am. But, so, yeah, this is what is going on, y'all. The new moon in Virgo. So, it kind of just doubles up the energy, the Virgo energy. So, this is also going to be a partial eclipse because the south node is in Virgo and the north node is in Pisces. That's how you know it's an eclipse. It's not exact, right? Like, the new moon doesn't fall exactly there. And then when it's a full moon in 2 weeks, when the moon hits Pisces, it won't be exactly next to the node. The nodes move very slowly. They take about 2.5 years to go through each sign. They're always exactly opposite of each other. They're not planets. They're just nodal points of the moon. Just want to clarify that. New moon, it's totally dark outside, it's just very, whenever there's eclipse seasons like now, it's time for endings and new beginnings, mentally or materially in your world. Also, like, in the government sometimes. So we're going to see a drastic shift in the energy in these next several days as we come up to August 23rd at about 2 o'clock. All right. Love you guys. I know it was a long one, too long. Okay, I hope I didn't bore you to tears. Bye!